Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-Bomb. We're back with Football Manager 2019 and Easter Resurgence with Berliner FC Dynamo. Back from winter break. We're into 2028 now, which is the furthest I've ever been in a save. It's the latest I've ever gone, and this will be my longest save ever. Today's game, we're away against Werder Bremen. It's an away game. They're 16th. Hoping for a win here. We should have won last time, but mistakes let us down. But after our winter break, we're looking good. There's been some new players added. They're very much youth players though. They're like 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds. No one for the first team, just back up for the youth really. So we'll go through those players very quickly. We'll go through a few little friendlies that I played off camera, and the Eintracht Frankfurt game which I played off screen in the league, and then we'll jump into the live com Werder Bremen versus BFC Dynamo. Let's get a big win. So yeah, I alluded to it last video. It was a 2-2 draw at home against Hanover. We were behind in the first half, but managed to get in front, and Strebel put us in front on 67 minutes. But then in the 90th minute, Philip Ops scored for Hanover. Vimola for some reason keeping the ball in play, and then Riccioli getting the ball lost under his feet, and we conceded a late equaliser. So we did play the last game before the winter break off camera, Frankfurt, because we faced them earlier on in the season. We got a 2-0 home win. Bruno scoring in both halves. Very comfortable really. Frankfurt didn't create too much. So yeah, Bruno gets both goals here. Kiers had a bit of a rough patch of form, so Bruno's starting, and he scored on the 32 minutes in. And then he got the second goal just 2 minutes from time. Good performance by the Brazilian on loan from Chelsea. And yeah, got us a comfortable 2-0 win. Solid defensive effort, very, very good from everyone. And yeah, just a good performance all round. So we did have a few friendlies during the winter break just to keep fitness up. We lost 2-0 to San Sebastian, which is at Sociedad. But the assistant does these, I don't do them. We beat Cercle Bruges 3-0. We beat 1860 Munich 3-1. And we beat our affiliates for 2-0. So yeah, nothing really else to talk about with those. That's what happens. In transfer news, Gil Bayton has gone out on loan for the rest of this season. He's gone to Austria to Admira Racker Modelling. I think I said that right. So yeah, he's not been as good this season. He got a couple of goals last season. He scored in the cup and he scored in the league. It was pretty solid, but this season not really had too much game time. Hasn't really impressed. So but he's gone on loan for the rest of the season just to try and get a bit more first team football. We have bought 6 new players in, but they're all very much players that are going to fill out our second team and our under-19 squads. So 6 players. Let's go from them very quickly. We'll start off with Friedrich Macchiali, a German left winger who's been bought by Leverkusen for £3 million. It's a lot for a youngster, but we've got so much money. 3 million is just a drop in the ocean, really. Fairly professional, got some good attributes in here. He's fairly quick, some good mentals and some good technicals. Thomas Janasek is a Czech left back. He's signed from a Sigma Olomouc at £875,000. Again, some good attributes in here. Physically, very well rounded. He's temperamental, which I don't think is a really good thing, but teamwork's pretty good. He's brave. Decisions are quite good, and again, technically, he's okay. Another left back. This is Guilherme Cunha, a Mexican who we've signed from Guimarães. And it's £25,500, very little money at all, and he's only earning £1,200. Not very determined, but again, some good attributes. And these guys, they're just here to fill out the youth team, really. And, you know, these guys, I think, all have 5-star potential, so they might turn into something amazing one day. Who knows? If not, we'll sell them on for money. Christophe Michel is a French right winger. He's come from Montpellier, £750,000. Looks like a decent player and maybe could see some appearances for us, I don't know, maybe sooner rather than later. Crossing and dribbling is good at 12, decent passer, good technique. Again, physically, he's not too bad either. Fairly good acceleration, fairly loyal, promising. Bartosz Fornalak was going to join us in the new season in July, but we've paid like £7,000 to get him now. And again, he's got 5-star potential. He's fairly determined, and he's an 18-year-old left winger. He's Polish, and he's come from Katowice. I think I've said that right. He looks pretty good actually. He's got some good attributes in there. He's got 2.5-star current ability as well, so could feature like very soon maybe. And lastly, Luis Caicedo, a right winger. He's Colombian. He's 18. He's got some good attributes again, fairly ambitious and promising, left-footed, and he's come from La Equidad in Colombia for £250,000. So like I said, just 6 players that are just here to fill out our youth teams really. And should they evolve into good players? I'm making it sound like Pokemon, not players. Should they turn into good players, then I should be able to find a place for them in the first team. But looking at the players that are going to be out of contract at the end of the season, in terms of first team players, Tim Kircher, definitely going to be leaving us. Tim Demel also definitely going to be leaving us. Sally, the captain, Might be handy to have around for maybe another year. He's out of contract at the end. Undecided about him. I'll have to see what he does. He is playing at the moment. And then a bunch of youngsters. Zakiri I might try and keep on. But all these other guys I think will be on the way. Let's jump into the match against Werder Bremen. Been a very sort of closely contested fixture really. 2 wins for us, 3 wins for them, a couple of draws. We are higher than them in the table. They are on just 18 points. We are in 8th after our win against Frankfurt, so we're into the top half. Alright, well this is what we're going to go with today. Very simple, 4-2-3-1. Stakura in goal. Belskus, Salih, Rakuli and Yannick back 4. Sosa and Salih in central midfield. Kircher, Burkhardt, going to make the bench. Sosa and Mola. They're probably fit to play, but we're going to have them on the bench. Haag in that central role behind Tarnat. Bruno to the left, Strebel on the right. Alright, let's send this out and let's get a good result here. We need one. We should have beaten Hanover, but that didn't happen, did it? Well, they've got Nicolas Pepe, I just noticed. Show them how good we are, I'm going to say. Apparently we've got nothing to lose. We have. They're 16th, we're 8th. We need to be winning this. We're going to go for that top half and we need to be winning games like this. So off we go. I did notice they had Pepe because he's recently joined Arsenal. He's at Werder Bremen. Let's hope for a good one here. They've also got Davy Klaassen, who must be like well into his 30s now. Pepe with a free kick here, 13th minute of the match. Headed towards goal, but Stakura manages to hold on to it. First chance goes Bremen's way. Rolls it to Belskus. Belskus goes long, finds Bruno. Can he build on his brace against Frankfurt? He's making a good run here. He's found Bernard Strebel. Strebel slides it past the goalkeeper. Lovely finish. 4th goal of the season for Strebel. That was a lovely one actually. Slotting it past the keeper to the keeper's left. And a Bruno with a really good assist as well. So the wide players linking up once again. Which is really good work here. Strebel completely open. And that's a, very tidy finish. So what I need to do. This player does nothing in set pieces. I should get him in the box. Having someone like in that area for the set pieces, I shouldn't have that because they're not offering anything. Bruno with a free kick here. 26th minute of the match. And it's a set piece goal. And I think it was Rakuli. But the referee's called it back though. It has been disallowed. But still a good first half. Not over yet though. Still got a couple of minutes left. And it's Afonso Salza to Belskus. And a floating ball for Yusuf Sal. I don't think he scored for us yet. He almost did there though. But again, just wide. But a good first half. We've had the edge in possession. It's been a pretty tight game. But I think we have been the better team. I'm going to assertively say don't get complacent. We need to hold on to leads like this. We do. We can't be dropping points. The second half. Try and build on that. Get a second goal. And we should be okay. Tarnat's been a bit quiet up. So I wonder if I should change him up from that advanced forward. Maybe just have him as a poacher. Just see if he can get on the end of stuff. We'll go for it. If it doesn't work, we can change him back or bring on Andreev, who might be another one who might be going. He's still got over a year on his contract, but he just hasn't really been too good and could probably go for some money. 67 minutes. Since that goal, it has quietened down a bit. Haag's going to come off. We're going to bring on Sosa, push him up. We're going to bring on Günther Burkhardt. Sorry, Burkhardt, not Chetin. I'm going to take off Tarnat. I'm going to put Andreev on up top. See what he can offer me. Let's see if we can get a second goal here. Because it has quietened down a lot. We've had no shots since our goal. And they've had 10. So if anything, they're looking like scoring. But at the same time, they're not. They've barely had a chance. 3 minutes left in time. It's going to be a very narrow 1-0 win here. I'm going to make my last change. Sosa's going to come off. We're going to bring on Chetin. Make him like a defensive midfielder. Just have him as that DLP defend. Change Burkhardt to a central midfielder. And just try and run this down now. Not been a great game, but hopefully we'll still get the result. That's a foul. And I think Sal's about to be sent off here. He is. That's a second yellow card for Yusuf Sal. Is that our first red card this season? It may well be. I'm not sure though. Right, so we've got 4 minutes of injury time with 10 men. Just try and see this out now. Because it's a very narrow 1-0 lead. And it looks like we've done so. There's a few seconds left and it's a throw-in for Bremen. Not been the most exciting of games as it's headed out of play by Bruno. But I think that will be full time. And I think we've done enough to get a result here. That's full time. It's a narrow 1-0 away win. I'll take it. A win's a win. Ended the match with 10 men. Sal had a suspension and then he had a bit of an injury. Now he's been sent off. He's going to miss another match through suspension. But yeah, not the most exciting of matches, but we've managed to get 3 points. Defending was for the most part very good. Tarnat didn't have a great game up front. Sal got himself sent off. Wasn't really great either. Again, I think we should just say don't get complacent. That's a good result. It's a good 3 points. We need to be winning matches like this if we're going to go for that top half. And hopefully we will stay 8th. And if Hertha, we face Hertha next as well. That could be huge. If Hertha don't win, then I think we will have overtaken them. Hertha, they're away against leaders Leipzig. So hopefully that will be a Leipzig win. We'll stay 7th. And that's a nice place to be. 7th is lovely. Leipzig won 1-0. We stay in 7th. Fantastic. Really, really good. We need to get into that top 6. We've got a season and a half to do it now, but this is a positive start to the second half of the season. Big win against Frankfurt, good win against Bremen, bit tight, but we won it nonetheless. It's these 6 teams here that we need to get results again, but we're not really doing that. It's very difficult. Bayern in 4th place. They're not doing very well at all. So, coming up, Hertha, Augsburg and Bayer Leverkusen, 3 league games. Then we have Bayern in the German Cup. I'm not expecting us to get through that. We've never beaten Bayern. We've never even been drawn against them. So, that probably won't go well. Dortmund is 2nd, Nuremberg are 12th. I think we'll probably do in Nuremberg next time, although we did that before. We conceded 5, so maybe not Nuremberg. I'll try and get to Mönchengladbach if I can. I'm recording this Sunday to go out Tuesday, so I should have plenty of time to get a video out Thursday. And yeah, I think we'll probably do Mönchengladbach. We'll try and get to it if we can. If not, I'll do Dortmund or maybe Nuremberg again. Need a bit of revenge for them. I know we knocked them out of the cup, but they shipped 5 past us in that league game, so need to do better there. But a win against Bremen. It was a close one. We weren't great. The match wasn't great, but it's a win nonetheless. Great stuff. In 7th, we're in a really good place. And yeah, we'll try and kick on and get some more good results. So win against Hertha in the next game could be huge. Really increase that gap. Augsburg, we're a bit far down. That should be okay. Leverkusen, again, we're just ahead of. So matches like that, we need to be winning. But anyway, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, do drop a like down below. Leave comments. And if you want to see videos as and when it's up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live. Follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. I will see you next episode. I don't know what game I'm going to play. It depends how far I get. But if I can get to Mönchengladbach, I will get to Mönchengladbach. That's going to do it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.